on CityCast Nashville. We are on the hunt for the best happy hours in town because it's not just gas that's costing a fortune these days. Contributor Margaret Littman joins me to share 2-for-1 specials, discounted cocktails with free valet parking, sunset sips, $3 beers, and spots where you can actually make a meal out of the happy hour menu. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's Wednesday, April 29th. I'm your host, Marie Cecile Anderson, and this is what Nashville's talking about. Do you know, I actually have a welcome mat outside my house that says, "It's always happy hour around here."
Stop it.
I know. I love happy hour.
I feel like you are always happy, so that is, that's perfect.
I'm a positive person, but
You are.
really, I do love happy hours. So let's begin.
I mean, what's not to like?
I know, truly.
It's stuff you already like, but less expensive and often less crowded. What is not to like? So, because I'm kind of nerdy, I decided to look up the roots of happy hour. And originally it started in the Navy, the early 1900s, that authorized happy hours. Why did I use air quotes on a podcast? Authorized happy hours on Navy ships were sort of how they boosted morale during World War I.
Oh, wow.
And they had different like contests and entertainment. And then I guess when restaurants were looking at ways to bring people in during off hours, they kind of used the term and went with it.
What is your absolute favorite, hands down, happy hour in Nashville?
My absolute favorite happy hour in Nashville is Lachlan Table, but they call it community hour because some of the proceeds benefit some schools and nonprofits in the neighborhood. It's $8 snacks to share, like tacos and black-eyed pea hummus and fried brie. And then they've got a number of different $8 cocktails, plus wine and beers, both draft and in the can for, I think, $4. But even more than that, it really is a happy gathering of neighbors. I think that's one of the things that I like about it. It's definitely people who know each other, people who live in the neighborhood who want to support Lachlan Table. And so it just has a really good vibe. I mean, the idea of happy hour is it's less expensive. So I think sometimes people use happy hour to sort of pregame. And so sometimes it can be like, okay, let's try to drink as much until, TikTok happy hour ends.
Right.
But the vibe at Lachlan Table is different than that.
So it's Monday through Saturday, 4 to 6 p.m., their community hour. It really is one of my absolute favorites as well. All right, well, what's the best value where your money goes real far?
My favorite is Lyra in East Nashville. Lots of food on the menu that you can make a meal of. Also, of course, drinks. But it's not the kind of thing where you're sort of picking up our food and might be hungry later. You really can eat dinner, have a leisurely drink or two. Everything they make so fresh and intentional. And so that's my go-to. But if you want to leave East Nashville, the Gumbo Bros in the Gulch, they have a weekday happy hour. I think it's from 3 to 7. And it has a lot of their Cajun dishes, which are downsized to happy hour portions, which is a lot of what happy hour is. But because I feel like a lot of what they have, their jambalaya, other things are relatively heavy dishes. So you still get a good portion for that happy hour portion. And then they have drink specials like $6 draft beers, frozen drinks, house wines. I feel like that's a pretty good night out.
I love that you mentioned Lyra because you go and you just order everything on the happy hour menu.
Right.
Especially with a large group. But it's just such a fun experience on the patio. I will say it's only from 5 to 6 o'clock, it appears. So you kind of have to get in there, order quickly.
You do have to get in there. You can make a reservation for a table during happy hour, which some places don't let you do. So, that works. I also think in a lot of these cases, and Lyra is a perfect example, if you haven't been somewhere and you don't know if you're going to like it or you don't know what to get, go to happy hour, test some things, and then you can go back for the full menu another time. It's a great introduction to a place.
All right, what about best happy hour in town for food, not just drinks?
I have you to thank for this one. Jose Andres Zatenya. That's in Nashville. I went for dinner and I had a great meal. It was delicious. And then I ran into you and you told me you had a great experience for happy hour, which I didn't even know happened.
3 to 6 o'clock, they have happy hour. And I had made dinner reservations there with a friend at 4:30. Thank you very much. And I didn't even know it was happy hour. And we were given this happy hour menu and $5 dips and like $8 to $10 cocktails. Beautiful, stunning restaurant. And I will just say, too, I thought the service was the best service I had had in Nashville in several years.
Yeah, I agree with you. And you mentioned it really is so pretty in there.
It is.
It just feels like you're on vacation.
Well, you know what I'm really excited about is that it just opened and they're still working out the kinks and things because I called also to ask what time. But they have Sunset Sips on the rooftop, and it's a Mexican-inspired bar called Butterfly. It looks like the menu's like tacos, ceviche, margaritas, and I think that may be my new sunset spot.
I got a sneak peek when it wasn't it wasn't quite open yet, but they took me on a little behind the scenes tour, and it is beautiful. I keep thinking once I've seen one Nashville rooftop, I've seen them all, and then they are all different. But also the space itself is so beautiful. So you have the view out and the view in, and yeah, really high ceilings and this butterfly art that's pretty but not overly done or cheesy. The other thing I loved about it is there's some different spaces to hang out. You could have something that's sort of more intimate for a date night, or something where you could have a big group or sit at the bar.
Amazing. So I'm glad we're talking about rooftop happy hours. Do you have any other recommendations for rooftops or patios?
So there is another rooftop on the 25th floor of the Grand Hyatt Nashville. That's Luna. And they do specifically a sunset social hour is what they call the happy hour there. It's from 5 to 7 every day. It's every day. Feel like lots of happy hours are just during the week, but this includes weekends. You get to take in sunset. You get to see the action in Broadway without being in it. It's $12 cocktails and some small plates, which is more expensive than some of the other places we're talking about, but is a pretty good deal for being at Broadway. And are you ready for this? 2 hours free valet parking.
What?
Mm-hmm.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's worth it.
To be fair, that is one of the places that I think you can reliably get on public transportation. But
that's true.
If you are going somewhere and you want to sort of start it off, drive there, have a sunset cocktail and like a pizza or shrimp cocktail, and then go somewhere else for dinner, that's a pretty low stress way to be downtown.
I love free valet. I did pull up to, I'm not going to name the hotel downtown, but I did come out once and it was like $40. And they were like an hour and 15 minutes. But so I love a free valet.
It's definitely frustrating. Yeah.
Hey, Nashville, y'all hungry? Well, if you are like me and love a great food scene, it might be time for a road trip to Birmingham, Alabama. We're talking Michelin-recognized restaurants, some of the best barbecue in the country, and a dining scene that outlets like Afar, Eater, and Southern Living are all raving about. USA Today even ranked Birmingham's Southbound Food Festival as one of the best in the country. But it's not just about the food, though honestly, that would be enough for me. But Birmingham also has a rich history, tons of outdoor activities, a passionate sports culture, and plenty to do whether you're traveling solo, with friends, or bringing the whole family. You can explore hands-on exhibits at the McWane Science Center, visit the Birmingham Zoo, or just hang out at Railroad Park downtown. And if you're more of an outdoorsy type, there are hiking trails, biking routes, and even great spots to paddle or golf. For inspiration, go ahead and follow @InBirmingham on Instagram and start planning your trip at inbirmingham.com. That's inbirmingham.com. Howdy, neighbors! May's weather is absolutely gorgeous right now. But let's be honest, those hot summer days will be here soon enough. And you know what that means. Your AC is about to be working overtime, and your utility bill is about to prove it. So don't wait until you're sweating through it to fix the problem. Drafty, inefficient windows are one of the biggest reasons your home can't hold on to that cool air. But want to know some good news? The pros at Window Nation can help you upgrade to energy-efficient windows at a really great price. And right now, Window Nation's Buy 4 Windows, Get 4 Free sale is going on now. Yes, you can replace all the windows in your home and get half of them for free. You can even get 0 down and no payments or interest for 2 years, which makes this a pretty smart move heading into the summer. Plus, their team measures everything multiple times and can install your new windows in as little as 1 day, so you're not dealing with a huge disruption. But hurry, sale ends soon. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Schedule a fast free consultation now at windownation.com. All right, what about best date night happy hour?
Is there anything more romantic than going to France?
Nope.
Nope. Absolutely not. Nope. So, of course, best date night happy hour is the Authentique in East Nashville.
Oh.
French restaurant. It is only Tuesday to Thursday. So it's a limited window there. I think it's 5 to 6:30. And folks, with all of these hours change. We're doing our best to give you the right hours, but check them before you go out. $5 wines.
Oh.
And they are wine experts. They also teach wine classes there. So it's not like a low rent wine, right? They've got sparkling, they've got Bordeaux, they've got Cabernet that they've specifically chosen as their house wines. And so that's a great place with lots of cozy tables and kind of a dark French atmosphere. And
well, I'm just going to shout out my date night spot with girlfriends.
Okay.
Is that I really like Henrietta Red's. It's 5 to 6 o'clock. They have $2 oysters, $7 cava and rosé, and $10 cocktails. It's Tuesday through Sunday, 5 to 6 o'clock, or Saturday and Sunday, 1 to 2 p.m. But I love oysters, and I love a martini and oysters. So it's a great deal. You got to get in there because it will get packed.
You can't go wrong with any of that. I also think people forget that Henrietta Red is a beautiful restaurant just because more places have opened and it kind of got overshadowed, but it's stunning in there.
Best place to go with a group and share some noshes.
I feel like the Bastion Big Bar nachos are the OG Nashville shared dish. And they have happy hour Monday through Friday. I think it's 5 to 7 with a lot of cocktail specials, mocktail specials. They got some $3 beers. When's the last time you said $3 beer in Nashville? $5 shots, some different weekly specials, and then you get that giant tray of nachos to share. And the whole setup in the Bastion Big Bar, it's designed to hang out with your group of friends.
All right, so we're talking specifically about happy hour. Do you know of any places in town that just allow you to hang out all day and get some really great deals?
There are some places. So Friends in Low Places downtown, their kind of happy hour is a lunch special from 11 to 2 during the week. And then they also have other drink specials from 3 to 6. So you got 1 hour in there that's not covered. But basically 11 a.m. to 6, you can get some kind of deal with bites and drinks. And you can't beat that.
I went there recently. That's Garth Brooks' bar downtown. And yeah, I went there recently with a friend from out of town. And I was so impressed with how large the establishment was. We went upstairs to the roof, and the rooftop itself was gigantic.
It is.
And with so many people downtown, so many tourists, it was actually just a welcome relief of finding a quiet spot on Broadway to have a conversation with the friend I hadn't seen in a couple years.
I mean, lots of those bars downtown have different levels, but I like how each level at Friends in Low Places feels different. And they also specifically designed it to feel a little bit less crowded. Like that's intentional. I don't know. There was an Amazon TV show, I think, about the building of that bar. It was interesting about how they worked with strategic hospitality, folks who know Nashville, and built something that is a little bit different from the other honky tonks.
I did see that Brown's Diner actually has a breakfast happy hour.
Nice.
Did you know about this?
I did not know that, but that is on brand.
That does feel on brand, but like 9:30 to 10:30, there's some specials on breakfast staples under $10, and then they have like $5 mimosas and $7 Bloody Marys.
I did not know that. That is a deal. Also, their breakfast is great. And that is another place like Lachlan Table where you're going to be hanging with people who live in the neighborhood. You're going to get some good gossip.
Do you have a favorite neighborhood spot that you like their happy hour?
I think Answer in Sylvan Park is a good neighborhood spot, and they've got a good happy hour. It's Monday through Saturday, so that's nice when it overlaps with some weekend. It's 4:15 to 6, so it's a little window. And it's only at the bar top, not at a table, but they've got some $6 drinks and $6 snacks. And again, that's a real local neighborhood vibe. And I feel like a lot of folks who know food find Answer to be the answer.
You know what my trick is too, is that I go, dinner's on me tonight. Let's meet at 4:30 at Answer. I did that with the family member in town. I was like, it's my treat. And then here, you have to just order on this menu specifically.
Perfect.
What about best happy hour in good old Music City where you want to hear some live music and catch a special?
I mean, some of the places that we've mentioned already, like Friends and Love Places, will have live music. But I'm going to go with Skinny Dennis. They have a special happy hour menu. That's the East Nashville Honky Tonk. The happy hour menu is available from when they open until 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, and then on Saturdays and Sundays from noon to 6. That doesn't mean that they always have live music all of those hours, but they do have a pretty robust calendar on their website, so you can cross-reference and see who's playing when there is happy hour.
I came in there on a Tuesday and could not believe the specials.
Yeah.
It really, They have like a Coors Banquet special with a shot for like $5 or something, which I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you, Nashville.
Yeah, they've got some beers served, what they say, served in a frosty mug, some $4 and $3 beers. They do have a Busch Light pitcher for $15. Lone Star, of course. They've got Tito's Bloody Marys. There's a different daily special. It's a pretty robust menu.
What about best happy hour for people who don't drink beer?
I do think that happy hours are better for non-beer drinkers than they used to be. A lot of these places that we've mentioned do also have mocktails, cocktails. Lots of them have wine. But I think Otto's in West Nashville, they've got draft margaritas and especially martinis on their happy hour menu. And that's Monday through Friday. That's where I'd send people.
What about if you have to be downtown? Like maybe you're going to see a show at TPAC and you want to catch a happy hour beforehand. Do you have any other recommendations?
Zuzu, which is like an Asian fusion spot on First. And they've got some great martini specials, $10 sushi rolls, $9 cocktails. So that's a great spot for pre-theater or pre-concert downtown.
We actually, CityCast Nashville, for our holiday party, went to 888.
Oh, yeah.
And while I was there, I saw that they actually had a happy hour special Sundays through Thursdays, 4 to 6 p.m., just at the bar. But they have really great deals. It was like $3 oysters, crispy tuna, short rib bao buns. And then I love Japanese beer. So they have $7 beers, $8 beers, and some $8 cocktails. So again, it's just at the bar, but we were pretty blown away with the food and the atmosphere. And when I saw that they had a happy hour, I was like, I have to come back.
I feel like that is also news you can use because that's a great place, but it is pricey. It's not somewhere people can go all the time. So that's something to keep in your pocket.
Can you think of the most underrated happy hour in town?
I did not know that Dicey's in Wedgwood, Houston had a happy hour, but they do. It's a martini and tots combo for $10.
What?
Sundays through Thursdays.
Oh my gosh.
You can't go wrong with that. I love the Dicey's vibe. I love that outdoor area. I mean, obviously lots of people know about it, but it feels a little bit secret the way it's kind of wedged there in Wedgwood, Houston. So I'm going to go with that as underrated happy hour.
I'm going to shout out ML Rose, which has several locations across town, but these 2-for-1 specials always get me. So on Thursdays, they have a 2-for-1 special, and it includes like their draft beers, their cocktails, their wine. The last time I was there for the 2-for-1 special, we were like running to a dinner or something, but like I had to drink the 2-for-1 special kind of quickly and was like, we're going to leave my car here. I'm going to be responsible. Came back the next day. But that 2-for-1 special will get you.
Yeah, I feel like that's another OG Nashville favorite.
Well, Margaret, do you know that we have an exclusive membership program called CityCast Nashville Neighbors, where we get together with our members, and we've been doing some really fun events lately. We just had one at Lipstick Lounge where we sang karaoke together. But I've been asking our guests, where could we have like a community meetup with a happy hour involved?
This was tricky because I feel like this is a special audience. You need something
wow them.
that levels up a little bit. So I'm going with the 777 special at Uptown Nashville. Uptown Nashville has more than 50 vintage arcade machines and skee ball lanes. So there's lots of stuff to do. And I feel like those kinds of things are fun to do with a group. It's a great way to meet new people in a group. And then they have this happy hour Monday through Friday where it's 7 different drinks for $7 until 7 p.m. That includes frosé and margarita. Some of the drinks come with tokens to play the games. So I feel like that's the Nashville Neighbors winner.
I think we need to host it there. That sounds like a great idea. And their pizza slaps. I think their pizza is so good. And it may just be because I'm having lots of drinks at the same time. Anything would taste good, but it's so good.
It is good. For sure. It is good.
All right. Final question. Is there a specific happy hour drink that keeps you coming back?
I feel like it's a little bit seasonal for me. I mean, I cannot turn down a happy hour sparkling. So Prosecco or Cava or champagne, that's a pretty easy happy hour special for me because I feel like if you're sitting somewhere with friends, having a decently priced drink and you're toasting with bubbles, like you're already making sure the day's going to be kind of special. That's probably my go-to.
I was pretty blown away by Coral Club's happy hour and that they do these like teeny tiny martinis, the Ford's Gin, teeny tiny. And it's in like a tiny little glass that's frosted. You can get it dirty or classic. Like I love a dirty, dirty martini. And then they have black truffle popcorn, which delish.
I mean, I do love some popcorn. That sounds delicious. I love Coral Club in East Nashville. That's another one of those places that just has a great kind of special vibe. You feel like you are out doing something.
Is there anything we missed as far as happy hours or categories?
The other thing I guess I'll mention a little bit is lots of the bars and hotels in town have good happy hours. The Ariston, which is near 21st, near the Vanderbilt campus, they've got a good happy hour with $2 off wines by the glass and $12 house cocktails. And that's another place that feels pretty special. Another one of these is Thistle and Rye, which is at the Conrad, Nashville. I think that hotel is so pretty. This inside staircase they have is so dramatic. And they have a good happy hour that's Monday through Sunday, every single day, 4 to 6 during the week and all day on Sundays. And it's a lot of snacks like duck fat fries and Korean fried chicken and some drink specials. I think that's a good option to sort of pretend that you're on vacation, even if you live here.
I want to just say the one place I would avoid at all costs, and I'm okay with shouting it out and saying, I wouldn't go there, but I encourage tourists to go to Tin Roof on Demonbreun. They have an amazing happy hour from 2 to 7 o'clock, $3 domestic beers, $4 whale liquor. They have shots, lots of shots for $5. Chicken quesadillas for $6. I used to go to Tin Roof, like when I would come home from college, I would live there, but now not so much, but it is a good one.
My personal Tin Roof days might be over, but again, that is good information. That's a good place to pregame before you go out. That is all good to know.
My neighbor was like, let's go to Tin Roof. I was like, oh, honey, I don't do that anymore, but please go ahead and do it yourself. Anyway, you are just such a wealth of knowledge. Thank you for coming on.
Oh my gosh, thank you. This was so fun.
Well, I'll see you at happy hour.
See you there.
That's all for today here on CityCast Nashville. And don't forget, early voting for the Davidson County primary elections is going on now through April 30th, with Election Day on May 5th. Want to support our show and get great perks? Become a CityCast Nashville neighbor today at membership.citycast.fm. If you enjoyed the show, why not tell your friends, rate the show, leave us a review, and subscribe to our CityCast Nashville newsletter. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more news from around the city. Toodles!